Here we go. Treasure tech just got released. I was waiting for this one. This mod has definitely had some hype to it, a lot more than your standard Doom mod. Good for it. Hype Ultra 64 is the creator, and apparently they've been at it for 2 years. I feel you, man. People don't understand the kind of passion and time that goes into these projects that can last that long. Anyways, Treasure Tech is a Doom mod inspired to that of the Wario Land series. Ground pound, shoulder bashes, even a shop system. But it also contains elements from other arcade games and retro classics. You Doomers really like your Smash TV, huh? So I know what you're thinking. Spacey, why are you reviewing a new Doom mod? You aren't qualified for that. Just save it for the big boys that always review the cool mods. Alright, true. Nobody cares about me and my old Doom mods I talk about. But the difference between I and the big boys is that I actually bother to read the instructions that come with the mod. Furthermore, this isn't the first time I've talked about a more recent Doom mod I thought was cool, and it's not the last either. And finally, I've been playing Doom mods longer than your favorite Doom mod reviewer has. Now that I've pissed off some fanboys, I'll anger some more. This video is going to be from someone who has never played a Wario Land game. Yeah, I know, blasphemy. I always wanted to, never had the time to. But I think this will bring a unique perspective. So let's look at this project. Just starting off and pausing the game, this mod breathes style. I'd argue it may be one of its strongest points. I know, Spacey never talks about graphics when they look at a Doom mod, but here we are. This mod is full of tons of tiny details, like having enemies leaving a specific grave when they die, the HUD, the shop menu, the multiple different end-screen pictures after beating a map, to even all the different kinds of keys they're animated on the HUD too. It's so cool, man. Another place this shows is in the instruction manual that can be accessed from the main menu, which is good. Not a lot of people bother with pressing F1 in order to look at the instructions of a mod. And this instruction manual is really cool. It's like the manuals that used to come with games, physical games, that had a case. You guys are Doomers, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you flip through the pages and it gives you info about basically everything this mod has. It even has advertisements mid-manual for other Doom mods and games. That's really cool. Has Tomefeed started doing public testing yet? Every time I enter a server it seems to be private. Regardless, as cool as this manual is, it's kinda overwhelming, arguably too much info. Like, hey guys, let me discover this stuff on my own. I did go back to look at it though in order to learn what certain weapons did, so that's nice. And speaking of learning, we got a tutorial level. Yeah, despite this being a gameplay mod, it does come with a level. This level teaches you a lot of mechanics with the mod. I guess it's for people getting into Doom mods, but I mean, this mod isn't that complicated, But I do like that this mod lets you play around with the mechanics and weapons before you drop yourself into a map pack. I'm gonna put a pin in this tutorial level, I want to talk about it later. But for now, let's talk about the main mechanics of this mod. The shoulder bash. What a genius idea. A multifunctional tool that allows a player to do so many things. Like, yeah, you can ram into an enemy with it, but you can also use it to dash to a healing item or get over large gaps, or just for traveling. It's versatile and I really like that. It has a stamina meter so it can't be spammed, but it refills pretty fast and can be upgraded. I love this mechanic so much. It encourages rush down. While charging, your defense is increased as well, and if that wasn't enough, you can charge out of reload animations. Godlike! I'm not really sure if it has pit protect though, so be careful if you miss. The next mechanic is the ground pound. Pressing the ground pound key in the air, whether from falling from a high place or jumping, which yes, I know what you're thinking, I'm pinning that too. Anyways, you'll slam into the ground. This move is powerful. You can knock out most of the enemies if you land on them directly with it, and the shockwave can take out enemies with lesser health and send them far away from you. It's a great get off me tool. Only problem is that it has a long cooldown time, so you can't chain ground pounds or spam it. Luckily, all this info is displayed on the HUD. I feel like these mechanics make the mod on their own. Just brisk pace, you can travel and zoom around maps, and the versatile ways you can handle combat situations is amazing. And I think that speaks when I'm comfortable in a lot of combat situations with just my fists out. But hey, there are weapons, so let's talk about them. The fists are actually relevant in this mod, and may just be one of your more frequent weapons. Your punches have a chance to stun enemies, allowing you to pick them up and throw them. You can do this to explosive barrels as well. You're unable to pick up some of the stronger monsters at first, you have to upgrade towards that. Its alternate fire will allow you to release a ton of punches, but only if you have the charge for it. The pistol is awesome! Who would have guessed the pistol would be one of the most powerful weapons in your arsenal? It has its own ammo meter that refills when you collect other ammo. This is probably done to help you with long distance enemies, and if you run out of ammo for your other guns. This normal fire is a powerful shot, super recoil, but if you hit an enemy they go flying. Secondary fire costs your current ammo clip and fires a slug. It's kinda hard to aim, but it basically eliminates anything it touches. It's awesome. Call me a weenie, but the shotgun is my favorite weapon. It has 3 firing modes, a normal blast, a double shot, and a short range explosive blast for if you really need someone to die. I don't really have much to say on it. I think the explosive blast hitbox is weird, like sometimes if you're too close to an enemy it just doesn't work, I'm not sure. With some of the guns in this mod, I gotta wonder if I can start zooming around the map just by shooting my gun, like the cave story machine gun. I just wish it wasn't on the shotgun though. I'm trying to get close, man, not farther from the enemy. Also, quick apologies for not calling these weapons by their actual names. I know these weapons got a lot of care put into them, I mean just look at all the art up for them. I don't mean to disrespect, but I can barely remember other people's names, let alone names and guns of a Doom mod. So with that in mind, the machine gun, it's definitely a machine gun. Its secondary fire shoots out a blast of shots with high recoil. It's fun to get close to an enemy and do this. It's not bad from afar. The rocket launcher is interesting. I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, it's kinda weird. This is the gun you want to read about in the instructions for sure. I was killing myself a lot with it, but once you understand its rhythm, you're good. It shoots fireworks, pop, cracker, listen, I didn't want to sound mean by just saying it shoots rockets. You can hold down the fire button to charge it up to shoot more. It's alright. The secondary fire though? Cool. You fire out a bomb that, while it can't explode on its own, can be picked up, stopping the fuse time and allowing you to throw it. That's synergy with other mechanics. Great stuff! The explosive radius is gigantic, so you'll probably hurt yourself with it, and the damage isn't really that great, so save it for clusters of the weaker enemies, and use the primary fire for the tougher dudes. A harpoon gun! I don't like it, but I appreciate it. Let me explain. It only has one fire mode, where it shoots a harpoon that will detonate over time on an enemy. However, if hit with a specific move, it will cause a huge explosion that won't hurt you. And honestly, I didn't give this weapon much of a chance. It has synergy too, like if you shoot an enemy with it and then you ram the enemy, but I didn't do that once. For 2 reasons. One, it uses the shotgun ammo, and I usually only switch out weapons when I'm out of ammo for the shotgun. And 2, every time I switch to it, I just see it reloading, so I immediately switch away to something else. The reload time is too long for me, man, to use it more than once. Bee gun! Hornet gun! Yes! If you know me, bees, including wasps and hornets because they're all the same thing, are my favorite animals. This is a fun gun. You shoot bees that home in, or a bunch of bees straight out that annihilate. Only problem is that I only messed around with this gun in like the tutorial level, because it's the plasma gun equivalent. Same with the BFG replacement, but I actually just had to cheat it in to see it. It's cool! It's got this black hole shot and a meter for an alternate fire that's like a supercharge that refills by using the charge tackle. Synergy! So yeah, cool weapons. In the menu, you can even choose the pistol start, because for some reason you still can't do this in GZ Doom without restarting the map. Anyways, I really like that you can choose the pistol start, but still keep your upgrades you get from the shop. Oh yeah, there's a shop system! So you get all these sorts of, well, you know, treasures from beating up enemies or finding them in these random chests. They have a lot of cute references to other modders and projects. Just a shame that sometimes in the heat of combat I skip through these. You can scroll through multiple kinds of shops, upgrading your tackle, your ammo capacity, your throw, your stamina, your whatever the hell this shop is. I think it's really cool that you can see the upgrades in gameplay too. Mostly just for your tackle. Kinda boring. Who said that? Sorry, it was me. There's nothing bad with this, really, I mean it. I'm the problem, me. I mean, I don't think it's necessary, so I just don't use it. Let me explain. First, I feel so bad for saying this. I mean, no offense, really. These upgrades could be more interesting. Like, let's look at the tackle upgrades. Increases tackle damage. Increases tackle damage. Increases tackle damage. You see what I mean? Yeah, you can upgrade your throw, but I swear that mechanic is just a gimmick. Throwing enemies at each other is pretty weak, and sometimes the RNG just isn't in your favor to get it to happen anyways, which I know that's the point of upgrading it, but I think it's just a novelty to see something like a Revenant getting tossed. I like the stamina upgrade, but I think it's unnecessary. I'm fine with just 2 dashes. Upgrading your ammo is probably the most worth it option, but I think part of the mod is having limited ammunition to encourage switching between weapons and to balance out your bash and your ground pound. I would have liked to see more variants, like the tackle upgrade shop. The store will have 3 upgrades all available that can be leveled up like the ammo shop. One would increase tackle damage, one that would increase your defense while tackling, like at max level you'll be invincible with the dash, and maybe one that increases dash length. I don't know about that one though, because you get stuck in walls often. I honestly wish there was an upgrade that refilled the ground pound cooldown faster. That would have been handy. I think what really kills me is how it breaks the pace. And I know this is coming from the person that likes Doom Roguelike Arsenal and the RPG mods, but this is a fast-paced mod, man. I wanna unga in large enemy hordes. Me spacey, me smash! It's kind of a pace killer, but that's just a me problem. So, I don't like the shop. But who cares? This mod is awesome. I don't need the shop system. I had a blast pistol starting random maps with no upgrades and blasting through. I feel like you can tell a lot about how much someone plays Doom by watching them play this mod. This isn't an overpowered mod, at least I don't think so. This isn't a hee hold down M1 with giant gun and kill all enemies, wee ha hee hee. This mod is difficult. If you lack the skills to use your mobility options to the greatest, you're dead. It also may be map pack dependent too. If you're playing a map pack with a bunch of chain gunners and revenants sniping you from afar, first of all, you're playing a bad map pack. Second, you're just gonna have to hold that L. I'm not trying to toot my own dick. I could very easily start showing you footage of all the times I died. It happened a lot more than you think, but that's not cool. I want to show clips that make this mod look cool because it is. Okay, let's pull out the pins that I was referring to earlier. Jumping is a big mechanic. From jumping out of your dash to ground pounding. Yeah, most maps don't allow jumping by default. Like, yeah, you can turn it on, but it causes a lot of sequence breaking in maps. Even with a map pack that allows jumping, your jump goes much higher and your bash jump goes super far. But you know what? Whatever. Just go bust up your favorite map pack. That's the key part. You should probably be familiar with the map pack so you don't just ruin the intended experience and don't accidentally skip secrets in huge parts of a level because you jumped. But I don't know. The cool thing about Doom is that you can play however you like. Minimum difficulty, using resurrect, using no clip, give all. If it makes you happy, do it. Nobody's watching you. But I don't know how I feel about skipping over maps with a jump. I would recommend more open maps with this mod. Arenas with tons of enemies. I found map packs with a lot of close areas to not be as fun. Now for my second pin. As fun as this mod is for Doom, its potential to skip most map pack levels makes me wish there was a campaign on its own. Yeah, I mean it, like some Golden Souls type stuff. The tutorial level introduces these cool mechanics like throwing keys at locks, these blocks that make platforms appear, and moments like these designed around your moveset. A full map set with these abilities in mind would be incredible. I can only imagine that's the plan, right? I know the tutorial map was like Ultra 64's, cute name by the way, first map, but I thought it was pretty good. I don't know. I'm fine with what's here. I just really like this mod and I want to see more of it. I gotta try playing this mod with someone else though. A bunch of dudes shoulder tackling around, oh boy. Even though GZ Doom only allows like 4-player multiplayer. So yeah, that's Treasure Tech. I didn't mention everything because like, you should go play the mod, man. That's your job. Why are you still watching this video? Mod link is in the description, man. Good stuff, Alti. I just hope you're proud with what you made, because that's what matters the most with these passion projects. And don't let any grumpy bird dudes pull you down. And I really like this mod anyways. I stopped the current video I was working on to make this. I don't usually do that for mods, you know. I'm out of here, man.